Let's now bring in trauma specialist and Israeli-American writer Lisa Fliegel, who knows and has worked with some of the hostages who were released yesterday. Lisa, thank you for your time on CTV News Channel. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much for giving voice to our experience in Israel. I returned to the United States a week ago. I was in the port city of Eilat, where there are 60,000 evacuees from the communities that were attacked on October 7th. And the kibbutz I was placed in, Kibbutz Nir Oz, had the most casualties, 185 casualties and 74 hostages.
And
So
while
I
you
spent,
go ahead,
go ahead.
please go ahead. Finish your thoughts.
Yes. So while I was there, I'm a trauma specialist. I was privy to their stories, to their anxieties and worries, to their efforts to mobilize, to get the government to mobilize on behalf of the hostages. And yesterday, 12 out of the 13 hostages that were released were from Kibbutz Nir Oz.
So since you were there, and you have, of course, been watching these developments very closely as hostages have been released Friday as well as Saturday. Saturday, of course, we saw a bit of a delay. Lisa, can you share with us what all has gone through your mind?
Well, the first thing that was going through my mind was to think of the families that I know and wishing and hoping for them that it would be their loved ones who could be released. But Kibbutz Nir Oz is a very strong and resilient community. Ever since the October 7th incursion, they have worked very hard to rebuild their community and to remain together and be on behalf of each other. So everybody was very happy. Even those whose family members did not come back were very happy for the members of their community that were released.
So, Lisa, we know that the first batch of hostages that were released on Friday have returned to Israel. The second batch, as we speak, are in Egypt. They are, of course, at a medical facility right now. But tell us, you said that you know some of the family members since you were there in that region. What have you heard from them? Have you heard directly from the family members or even hostages who are now back in Israel?
Well, I think what's important is that people in the world understand what an amazing system of trauma response we have in Israel. And so every step of the way, these families were informed where their loved ones were. And as they came into the Israeli Air Force Base where they were brought to, their family members were then flown are brought to the hospital wards where they will be. And each of those hospital wards is well staffed with very skilled social workers, psychologists, psychiatrists, and trauma specialists who will help reintegrate them into the society and also help the families bear the burden of their anxiety and the fears they have. Because it's not just that we wanted the hostages back.
Right.
We all had very clear imagination about what they might be going through. And it's only now that we're going to really learn what their experience was, whether they were in tunnels or houses, whether they were fed, whether they got medical treatment. We do know that the earliest two hostages, the second two hostages that were released a month ago, were elderly people who had their eyeglasses taken away from them.
Right.
And so we know that a lot was done to disorient them. It was a relief to see the boy yesterday had his glasses on. I think it was a big relief to all of us.
Lisa, I wish we had more time, but we really appreciate you sharing your experience and what you know about the people back in Israel. And of course, what's most important is the facility as a trauma specialist you were providing while you were on the ground. Lisa, trauma specialist and Israeli-American writer, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Take care.